Ezekiel's figures walk through the fire, no one limbers. Kings and judges, prophets profound, plowing the word, no mythical ground. Verse after verse, wisdom's bound, heavenly soundtrack, soul serving sound. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? No shortcuts, all divine routes. Listen to the whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Study the book, change perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learning perfect. Patterns of grace that time can't deflect. Old Testament drops deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birth to cross on the hill. Unfolding the never blessings, pastor with skill. Scripture flip, every verse fulfilled.
Through the word, every verse, every chapter, nothing unheard. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap, change the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap, change the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. 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 Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick.
Flat cap pastor, dashing through pages. Chronicles, Gospels, prophets, sages. Leviticus, laws to pause, find phrases. Turning them corners, your spiritual mazes. Genesis to Revelation, so divine. Flip them scripts, endless grace you'll find. Psalms singing sweet, unbroken lines. Hitting that rhythm, wordplay refined. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food dinners. Isaiah's vision. to the whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Study the book, change perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learning perfect. Patterns of grace that time can't deflect. Old Testament drops deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birth to cross on the hill. Unfolding the never blessings, pastor with skill. Scripture flip, every verse fulfilled.
Through the word, every verse, every chapter, nothing unheard. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered. Spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ. Flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message. Flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick. Raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered. Spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ. Flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message. Flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick. Raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. 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 Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick. Raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick.
Flat cap pastor, dashing through pages. Chronicles, Gospels, prophets, sages. Leviticus, laws to pause, find phrases. Turning them corners, your spiritual mazes. Genesis to Revelation, so divine. Flip them scripts, endless grace you'll find. Psalms singing sweet, unbroken lines. Hitting that rhythm, wordplay refined. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Studied the book, changed perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learning perfect. Patterns of grace that time can't deflect. Old Testament drops deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birth to cross on the hill. Unfolding the next blessings, cast with skill. Scripture flip, every verse fulfilled.
Through the word, every verse, every chapter, nothing unheard. Everybody in here blessed. I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed. I'm blessed. Yo.
Well, hello. Hope everyone is doing okay today. There we go. I see it working now. Takes a little bit of a delay there. All right. We're headed out shortly. So strap in and we'll let the fun begin. Let's switch from stream glasses to outdoor glasses. Different prescription. Just checking the computer over here, and it looks like it's froze. So wish I could hear the music while I was riding. It'd be more interesting. That's for sure. All right, shall we roll? Oh, I gotta grab something I forgot about. I gotta get the gimbal. Ooh, it's brisk out here this morning. Frost on the cars. Well, maybe not frost, but full-on condensation all over. Ah. Fortunately, it doesn't matter when you have the what am I trying to say? There we go. All right, we got that. I'm gonna need to get the battery because it looks like otherwise the gimbal is gonna end up dying. So when we get the battery back up a second, we'll lock that on. Alright. Thought I had that. There we go. There we are. Gimbal's plugged in and charging. And let's just plug in the phone for good measure. Do I have another that I could choose? I don't know. Let's see what this does or doesn't do. Is that gonna charge? What am I seeing? Show back up for me. There we go. It is charging. And let's get our light on our back. And away we go. What are you doing? Why are you turning over there? I swear I'm not pointing it that way. Come on, shoe lock in. There we go. So it's about 50 degrees out. It's gonna be a chilly morning for a while. Hopefully we'll be able to catch some animals up this morning. Don't know if we will, but sure would be nice. There's like no wind today, which is really good. Really, really good. It's as cold as it is, I do not need any wind helping or hurting, as the case may be. Gravestones always are an interesting thing to think through, like different styles from different eras and why the amount of ornateness would we give to just a stone to mark that someone used to be here and isn't anymore. And also the amount of expense you put into it. And how now often it's just a flat plate on the ground, barely a raised stone or no raised stone, just says here they are, who they were, not much else. And then the people that still choose to do bigger, more elaborate ones, I don't know if you've seen the ones where they will put an etching in the granite or a photo kind of thing. I don't know how they do that, so that they have a likeness of the person when you go to visit. I don't know what I think about that, really. So, if it's your first time riding along, we are working to get 500 miles this month, and I want to stream all 500 miles of them. And if we get a good chunk in today, we're just over 100. If we get a good chunk in today, we will be well on our way to accomplishing that goal. I'll be gone next weekend. Do not know what, if, or how much I may be able to track or even ride. I'll get a ride on Friday morning. I think we'll just do our regular stream, and we will ride during that time. And then unless I get one at the hotel on Friday and a workout room, I won't be able to get one in on Friday. I don't think I'm gonna bring my bike. I've been debating that. Do I want to drag my bike? Well, there's the exploring part of riding someplace I've never been. So I got a week to figure it out. So, or I should say, I got till Friday. I got 4 or 5 days to make my decision up. As soon as I say I'm going to do the ride in the workout room, I go, no way, I don't want to do that. That's boring. Video me sitting there pedaling. How fun is that going to be? Who would want to watch that? No, honestly, who? I mean, I don't know. So, we'll see. We'll see what I decide. Woo! My fingers are on the verge of cold this morning. But like I said, it's 50 degrees out, so I got gloves on, but this is right at that edge of what they are gonna be good for. And the little vents that let wind sneak in under your armpits on the jacket. Oh yeah, I definitely feel the cool breeze slipping underneath there. Well, we're gonna get some sun here. I don't think that's gonna warm my fingers up, but let's pan and take a look at the beautiful sunrise. Isn't that gorgeous? Almost blinding. I can't barely look that way at all. So I hope it looks really good on cam. Heard something rustling in the ditch right there. Suspect it was small. Something like a possum or something. Muskrat, that's what my brain wanted to think of. Muskrat. Well, let's go ahead and see why the heck the cows are mooing so bad over here. Well, I don't see a reason. Maybe it's just morning wake-up call. Good morning, cows. Good morning, farm. Hello, horsey. Oh, I pushed the thing the wrong way. Horses are... what the heckle and jekyll did I do there? There we go. On our lonesome ride. On a lost and lonely highway. Hey, Donut Christian, welcome in. Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today, friend? I might need to check my cellular plan here too to make sure I have the best I can get. I'm watching some heron fly by over on the right. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll land close enough to the road today. We have seen them, but they've been like, 200 yards off the road, so that's not very beneficial. You might catch them. Oh, he just flew over the road. It would have been the top of the cam. It's a lone one. There's a pair, and then there's 5 of them all over on the side. I don't know if you can see those or not. They're gonna be dots flying across the sky. One more gorgeous look at the sun here. Three more coming right overhead here. I'm tilted as far up as I can. They're going right over the road, but I don't think they're on cam. I'm too close. An escort of a whole bunch of maybe swallow. Hey, thanks, man. I'm digging the gimbal for being able to pan tilt my cam. Really haven't figured out the zoom option. It might work, but the part's not clear. And I think if I zoom, it'll get infinitely blurry and jostly really quick. So I don't really think I can do that. I mean, I guess I do have, oops, wrong choice. This option, which does go a little closer. Versus that, but I think that looks better. Here in the morning, doves. Pretty lonely out here in the morning. Nice and peaceful, quiet. Car on a tow over there with the door propped. I don't know what's up with that. Another car with us. Oh, we do have some heron. Sorry. The oops. There we go. We do have some heron on the left here. I'm gonna stop. See if you can see them. Probably still too far away from the All right, I don't know what's up with this gimbal. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me? All right, come on. What are you doing? There we go. I don't know if you can see the heron there or not, but yeah, like I zoom in and it's gonna get infinitely jerky. What are you doing, gimbal? I don't know why it's suddenly flipping out on me and dropping. Well, anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, at least 12 heron out there. Wish they were closer. Sorry, I can't make them be close to cam. Yeah, so already I can feel now that the sun's popped up, it's starting to warm up already. And here's the part where I'm like, why am I doing this? Why would I ride so much? Why do I choose this? Why not just stay home and do nothing? It's easier. But I'll get another half hour in and the adrenaline will be running and I'll be like, this is why I'm doing it. It's fun. I don't know if you go through that. You're doing something that you want to do, but then you face the, I don't know why I choose to do this. And then later you're like, yeah, I know why. Weird how, I don't know how our brains do that to us, or our bodies argue with our brains, something like that. All right, we crossed the stop sign here. We will have a sweet little downhill plunge. It's one of the things where the camera just does not do justice to the ups and downs that I ride. One, it's not zoomed in enough to see what I can see. Like, I'm seeing the road all the way up there past the trees and your focus is barely to the stop sign. All right, party on, Wayne. Ooh, that was brisk, baby. That was brisk. I don't know, I think we're probably pushing 28, 30 miles an hour. Not any higher than that. Not striving too hard. Don't want to overdo it. Alright, if I'm quiet, we might catch some deer this next strip. But we'll also catch cars that'll cover us. Oh, we had a state police passing us there, so Sorry about any jitteriness on this road. Nothing I can do more about that than the gimbal, which does stabilize more, but it's better for the flowing movement, not the vibration movement. So but it's been tarred and chipped to resurface it. Ooh, when I get in the shade here without the sun, definitely feel the temperature drop. I will say my leg's still feeling the fatigue of riding all week, but not nearly as bad as after the first ride on Monday. They were just screaming at me, "What are you doing to us? Why did you do this?" Sorry about that, clearing sinuses. Maybe not the most attractive thing, but you try to breathe through my nose more than my mouth, and it is allergy season, and it is cold outside, and the nose responds. So, and we're back in the shade. Oh boy. Just ride on, my friend. Keep riding along. No animals out. No cars are about. It's a straight lonely road. and we're just gonna ride. Hello, morning Dev. I see a reflector up above. Is there another rider on the other side? What could this be? It's out there past the stop sign, so doubtful you can see it. Squirrel crossing the road. Like if I should be an announcer here. We're coming up on the next mailbox on the left. There are four mailboxes on the left. No, wait, one of them is a paper box. Take that back. It is a paper box. So we have a silver gray U.S. mailbox, followed by a plastic. Can you believe this? A plastic black mailbox. A beautiful, beautiful white barn mailbox with two paper boxes. They like their papers, ladies and gentlemen. They certainly do. But we're not done. There's another black plastic. Or is that metal? Ooh, it's so hard to tell in the shadows. No, wait, it is a metal mailbox. Oh, they went for the good quality. They went old school. They have delivered so the mail can deliver. And there's just a generic old one, blah, blah, blah. It's definitely a reflector up there. Maybe it's a car on the side of the road. So far away, you know, you're looking at a half mile ahead down the road and you're like, what is that? I don't know. When will we find out? When we get there. Why can't we know now? I don't know. We can't see that far. We don't have Superman's vision. I can hear the interstate. It's just over there. Cool, crisp morning. That sound, it rolls. All right, we'll get quiet again. Could be some deer this next half mile. Oh, rooster's telling us to get up. All right, so it's looking like it's the garbage can or something next to the garbage can up there. What's funny is when you're looking and you're so far out that the thing on the side of the road looks like it's in the road because the point of the road is so close on both sides at the horizon. And your brain's trying to make sense of it all. Ah, no, now I see what it is. It is a semi-tractor sticking out from the driveway to the road, and it's chrome. It's chrome reflecting all the way down the road. Not sure why the gimbal keeps wanting to do the swing down thing. plugged in charging, so I would think, there it goes again. Plugged in charging, I would think it shouldn't be a problem. I guess I'm gonna have to go on some Q&A threads, see if I can find out why that is. It could be that I'm not actually using the features of camera and the app that comes with it, because I'm using a different one and it's trying to save, or maybe it's a Wi-Fi connection, or a Bluetooth connection with the phone issue. And then with no Bluetooth, it's like, no, we're not connected, so stop doing that. I don't know. Manual did not give me much of anything, and then there's the online video that's an intro, but it doesn't have the question and answer. All right, we're gonna go right. We did this a little bit yesterday, just to peek up over the interstates, what we did yesterday, but we're gonna go up and down the other side today. Into the wind, or sorry, not into the wind, into the sun. I might stop on the top here and just double check the Bluetooth is on and connected. Yeah. This is one of the few places where I will ride on the shoulder. Ah, somebody's glasses. All right, let's see what we got here. Take my glove off a second. I don't know what this is called. Well, that stopped blinking. So maybe that was it. All right, we'll be going down the other side now. We'll hop a quick drink here. I can go ahead and pan and show you the interstate. Bearded Cheese, good morning. We're just over passing the interstate, just checking the Bluetooth connection on the gimbal, and now we're gonna head down the other side of the overpass. We'll be building a little speed up here. Hope you're having a good morning, my friend. It's been a pretty quiet morning. We did see some heron, but other than that, not a lot of animals out. Not a lot of people out yet. Having a good one, just waking up and grabbing some coffee, yeah. Well, I'm up and I did not make any tea this morning. I just got up, got ready, hopped on the bike, and away we went. So I just got water this morning. But a nice coffee and sitting outside watching this would be nice, or actually sitting behind glass watching this. It's brisk out here. I don't know if you can see the dew glistening on the grass on the side of the road there. We won't go too long into the sun and we'll be turning, so there we go. Trees blocking the sun. That is just the wrong angle to, like, it's bright light beaming in my eyes. I feel like my turn should be right here, but the sun is in my face. I cannot see it. Oh, there we go. Whew. Glad to get out of that. That's brutal. In my eye strain kind of way. All right. We've not streamed this road here, so not sure what to expect this time of day. If we'll get animals. There are some horses up ahead. That's a little ways away. That should track right. Oh, still did it. Why are you doing this to me, gimbal? Oh, I believe there are some goats too, if I remember right. There is a little bit of a hobby farm up here. Maybe another mile. Maybe it's 2, I don't know. Yeah, there are definitely some horses up here we'll be able to check out. There's a Double J Ranch. They have some golf, they have a venue, they have giant fields where they have massive concerts and stuff. I've never been to one. Not my kind of scene. I can hear the music all the way to my house from here. So where we started off this morning, I can hear the music from here all the way to my house. Somebody hollering. Don't know what they're hollering about. Oh, let's go breakfast. That's what he's hollering. He's hollering at the horses, I guess, that breakfast is ready. And the horses are starting to head that way. Oh, a couple of them are starting to run. They're way out in the field, or I'd pan over there and show you. I'll pan over anyway, just... Ah! And it collapses on me. What are you doing, gimbal? Come on, you silliness. Lane, welcome in. Your grandma passed away at 11:30 last night. Sorry, friend. I hope she passed away peacefully. Prayers for your family in their time of grief. And I hope that there is a wonderful time of spending time with family, remembering her well, and comforting and building up one another. Sorry that that's what you're going through today, friend. All right, where we turn up here will be a little hobby farm on the right. Haven't been this way in a while, so if I remember right, they have goats. I don't remember what else they have. Got a little fog out there. The sun's so bright. If I pan, I doubt you'll see it. There's a donkey. There's goats and a donkey. And then there's some ducks over here. They're laughing at me. Doesn't it sound like they're laughing? I swear it sounds like they're laughing at me. The guy in the bike. All right, a little incline here. Just to wake the legs up, say hello. Hello, quit being so leisurely. We'll stand up and stretch, get off our seat for a minute. My toes are cold. I guess I should have put the windshields for wind and moisture shield on my shoes. Should have put them on. Okay, let's get a drink. We got a little bit of a stroll downhill. Then we'll have another hill at the end here. Not much. Half mile. A flat and a little up. Could still see a deer around here. It's early enough. They still might be out and about. I just like watching the row of trees go by. I don't see anything out in that soybean field, but that soybean field is dry. All right, let's kick it in a little bit, attack the hill with enthusiasm unknown to mankind. Ooh, whoo, whoo, shut up, legs. This isn't a bad hill. Toes, you're just cold, okay? Hang in there. It'll get better in several hours. So you can see golf course and water park. Never been there. We got traffic coming behind right when we're gonna get a nice downhill. Bummer. Bunch of sumac. It's funny, these little rolly hills. You never know what they're gonna do to my legs. Sometimes my legs are just like, no, we don't want to play more. We will not do it. We are done. Other times like, this little thing. They took the big one better than this little one. Bunch of crows, my goodness. Sounds like murder's going on over there. Hence the name for a group of crows is a murder. They found something. Well, I guess they're done. Except the one overhead that's like, yeah, whatever, boys. Chill you later. All right, I think we should be coming up on the apple orchards pretty soon here. And more uphills. Yeah, there we go, apple orchard on the right. Pretty full too. We're in the apple picking season. A lot of fall festivals, apple festivals. You know, Hart had theirs this weekend. Up at Silver Lake, had an apple festival. Your apple cider and your apple donuts and whatever else they do. I don't know. Don't like apples. But the deer do, so maybe we'll see a deer. I don't know, this seems like a beautiful way to start a day. It's a leisure ride out in the countryside. Oop, wrong way. I want to go down. We're getting a little gradient here. Well, all right, we'll kick it in a little bit. My gear wasn't deciding between the one I wanted, so it jumped. We'll just jump out of the seat then. Stretch our legs a bit. More orchards on the left. Trees are pretty loaded. Got some yellow, got some red. Got farm equipment maybe? Nope. It's a diesel. Whew. And a bunch of younger ones on the left here. All nice, tall, straight on poles to make them tall. And me facing a steady incline. You ever do that? Combine two words, climb and incline, incline. Sounds like a real word. Uh-oh. We're at the bottom gear here. That means I don't want to shift lower on my front. We'll just endure this. I don't know, maybe 8% grade? 7? I don't know. So hard to know. It's not like I got a measuring tool to tell me. Well, what goes up must come down, so we will get to go down. It'll be a while though. I think we'll have another up before we get there. So as far as you can see, it's still uphill, friends. And now the sun is coming out, and my winch breaker over my head is gonna get me warm here quick. And wait till we get past this one downhill I know is coming up, and we'll pull it off. It's a field on the left empty. I don't know why. It may have been at one point or not, if they farmed it, if it was orchard, and now they're letting it go for a few years and we'll replant in the future. I do not know. It might be just too difficult and too small to get in and out of there with equipment. And maybe it was an old farmstead and they moved the farm. Like, see, there's the barn on the left. Although the house looks like it's pretty old, it would be dated with that one, but maybe it's where they used to have a garden. Ooh, we're gonna finally get to the flat top. Wow, this has been a climb. Quite the climb. I know, professionals, this would be no climb at all. I'd be like, whatever. This is like a hill. What are you talking about, Willis? All right, we'll go a slight little roll down to the stop sign and then we'll turn and we'll be going back up.
All right, slight incline here, not much. Quarter-mile drag, straight uphill. I think this should be the peak, and then we're done. But then we'll slowly start to descend, and then we'll have a more rapid descent. Woohoo! There we go. Put some power down. Oh wow, we're already in top gear. It's saying reduce speed ahead, and I'm like, no way, man. This is where I get to ride. Ride on the wind. All right, it's 35. We will not hit 35. But we're just gonna sit and enjoy this little downhill here. We'll get a little more steep downhill here, and then we'll have to abruptly stop. Here's the bike trail we're crossing. I want to go up and around. Actually, how far does this go? I've never gone past this. Let's just keep going. Let's explore today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, it says dead end there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna check how far we've gone. Gone almost 13. Baseball field, the better say it, on the left, or Little League. Oh, I got, I don't know, is that pickleball court or tennis court? I don't know what the difference is. It looks too small. Ball. Oh, we're gonna go right. Come on. We're gonna see where this goes. Never been this way. Quite bumpy. A cemetery out here. I think we'll go out of town first and then we'll try another road to the right. I've never gone this way. It's often really a lot of wind off the lake, so every time you go east, you get a hit headwind coming back home. Steady little climb. I know we'll hit 20 coming to north or east-west at some point. But I don't know when that is. And here's the, well, how big a road do I want to go east-west? So I don't want extra traffic. Oh, somebody's got some sunflowers there on the left. Some corn. Last time I had a place and was able to plant enough corn like that, we had storms that came through like a week before the corn would have been ready, knocked half of the corn down on the ground, and a couple of days later the raccoons ravaged all my corn. So I really didn't get any. And that's when I stopped planting corn. Beautiful little area here. More apple orchard. That's no surprise to me. Yeah, this looks like the big busy road that I was expecting it to be. I might be wrong if it's not, but I think it is. I've definitely never gone this way. So my curiosity has me looking at that awful hill. A little slight down here, a little ripply down, and brutal up, and going, let's do it. Yeah, this is 20. Okay. All right, we're gonna get a little down, a little up, a little down, a little up, and more up. Ah, we got a new crop of orchard apples being planted on the right side there. Big giant apple up ahead. New Era's American Apple something that I can't read while I'm going really slow on my bicycle. Well thought out font there. Color choice, curvature, couldn't read what you were. You can see the flag though, maybe. Just the left of the tree there is dead. It's flat down. All right, New Era apple. Oh, asparagus, is that what that is? I can't read it. I'm gonna turn so I can try to read this thing. Yeah, asparagus, okay. All right, I think we're turning around and going back. We're headed back for the day. It's 9 o'clock. And or at least where I am, and being home by 11 is a necessity, but I'm kind of aiming for 10:30, so we'll see what happens. So we'll have it down and then back up, cross 20. I don't know what the classification of the road actually is. Might be highway, but it's not divided highway. But it's a state highway. It's M20. It is not a road I would ride my bike on. Let me put it that way. There is a koi pond somewhere on this. I don't know how far we are. Wow, he hit that awesome. There is a section of that though on the overpass that I will ride. It's 4 wide. Or at least part of it is. Or it's got turn lane. That's what it is, I think. Anyway, it's wider and it's got a wide shoulder going over the interstate. I will ride that to cross the interstate because there's not much choice when it comes to crossing the interstate. Well, this is a fun little adventure over here. I hope you enjoyed it. If I could remember what road that is. We are going to do just a little bit more exploring, I think. I think we're going to take a left here, up ahead, and then cut south. See if we can go all the way around. So like we went through Double J, take another route around that way, see what we get. I don't go east very often, so with no wind, it feels like a good day to keep exploring a little bit east. So I've never been further east on my bike rides than the bike trail, and we're further east in the bike, or sorry, yeah, we're further east in the bike trail. So we'll go around town this way. At least it'll be a little bit more exploring. We'll see what we get. A mile or two this way and then south, and go around the town and try to hook up with the other road that will lead us to the interstate and over where we passed to begin with. And if we miss, oh well. We're exploring. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that. Quick, another downhill, and then a venture left, and we want to go right. We'll see how this turns out. Wow, that's gonna be straight up forest there, baby. Shut up, legs. Whew. Is this a cul-de-sac? I was not expecting that. I found a cul-de-sac. You gotta be kidding me. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I found a cul-de-sac. That's the funniest thing. Over and have a fun ride down. You can see my shadow. We're headed west now. Ooh, gonna slow quite a bit up this hill. All right. Lots and lots of apples, man. All right, another little downhill. Hopefully no traffic so we can just roll on through and left. Looks all clear, right? Looks clear left. Beautiful. All right. So ends our exploration today, friends. We shall explore no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. Explore, nah. Not gonna explore no more. What you say? Drive like your kids live here. All right. It's not really much of advice. My kids are smart. They wouldn't be in the road. They'd get out of the way. Oh, you mean that's not what that sign means? From here home, I have made it in 45 minutes before, but sometimes it also takes an hour and a half. You know, it just depends on the wind and the speed. So I'm going to predict that for the my legs are more good. I was starting to get heated a little bit, and that has stopped. We keep going back in the shade, so the temp is not overwhelming with all of my gear on. But also if I fine, that's all good. All right, so you know that really, really good downhill, downhill, downhill that we did coming into town. Now we got to reverse that. We probably will not be able to use this bit of a run up to the road here to help us much at all. There's the bike trail. But from what I've seen, whenever I do the bike trail, the road is wider. Hopefully the road will be back. The car just on our tail coming to the stop. Thankfully they didn't try to go around. We just go. Whew. Shut up, legs. Shut up. Shutting up. Well, they're gonna come past me. Whew. Little false flat here for the next hill. Oh, come on. Almost, almost, almost. Four-car garage. And two of the garage is behind a tree with no driveway. All right, we'll have one more hill to tackle. What goes down must go up. Whew. What a lonely ride. Thank you for hanging out with me while I torture myself going up these hills. Whew. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, come on, come on. We'll have a tiny flat and then we'll be tackling again. I do not usually go back this way. I usually take the bike trail. I think I went back this way once and went, why would I do that? That seems pretty hard. Let's go an easy route. That seems smarter. Oh, there we go. A little relaxing. 3% grade. I have to check elevation today. It's not mountain type elevation, but there'll be a bunch of elevation nonetheless. Woohoo! We made it. We made it. I hope you're just as tired as I am, everybody. It's a tough ride for you riding along with me in your chair on the couch or in front of the computer, or maybe you're cycling along on your pillow with me. Yeah, that's it. Everybody's cycling along, so they want to be on the ride. If we go straight up to the stop sign, which is a little curve to the right, and then turn left, we'll be headed back across the interstate. That's where 20 that we crossed comes back across and weaves and goes to the interstate, but we're not going that way. We're gonna go back up another hill. This will be the last till we get to the overpass, I think. This little one, and then be down and down and down. This will be a nice ride. I might try to hit this. Oh no, we will have some undulations. I forgot about that. The ups and downs along this road. Yeah, it wasn't all up. This last section was, so. But we'll hit this first section. A little Crayola. Alright, we're just gonna sit back and enjoy the downhill. In case you've ever wondered what a porta potty station looks like, there's a whole bunch of them, a whole mess of them. Ha ha ha. These are all people on their way to work this morning. Woo! That was a full pull. We're a little more up here and then we're back down again. It's definitely more enjoyable this way. Well, each side has its up and down. Go, get out of my way. Wind has picked up probably about 3 to 5. It's the laughing geese, or laughing geese and ducks. They're back by all the horses that were called for breakfast. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to play with my cord. Get out of my way. There's a bunch of horses. But of course there's trees. Oh, we'll get some here. Give it a second. There we go. Oh, we had some turkeys behind the tree line there. Got a couple of doggies over there. They're on chains though. Look like some pit bulls. They're probably used to chains because otherwise with parking around here, they might go after some people. Oh, you got a cyclist out there. He looks more like a person cycling to go somewhere, not a person cycling. All right, we're headed to the overpass. I'd like to say that'll be our last hill, but it won't. Thought for a second with that grill on the front there, that was a cop, but he's driving a Honda. Cops ain't driving no Hondas. Well, still some morning dew on the grass here. right, gonna head up the overpass. Onesimus, hey, hey. Omega, welcome in. Pick you up some flavored sparkling water. Well, if you stop by my house, I make it. I make my own sparkling water, so. My favorite, this might sound strange because you can't buy it in the store, would be anise flavored. I'm on a pan, we're going over the interstate. I do not know if you'll be able to see, but I really don't want to stop. So there we go, all the traffic of people coming back from camping for the weekend. All right. Be a little bit of a downhill here. Hey, we got another cyclist. So yeah, I take anise, add it in there, and so if you don't know what anise is, it will give you the licorice flavor. Also do a bit of ginger, lemon lime, some citrus, blueberry. Come on, buddy. Come on out, turn your corner so I don't have any worries of where you're going. All right. Here's our turn. We can get out of the sun and glare for a minute. Woo! All right. How you doing, Onesimus? Your mom would be down for the ginger. You would love to try the blueberry, yeah? So you know how they have the bubbly? You can get little bubbly flavors to put in your soda, to sparkling water, to flavor them. So I've done that before. But what we've also done is take the individual like shots, like they'll just come in a cylinder and it's supposed to be, hey, take a ginger shot or a turmeric or vitamin C, and it's about 2 or 3 ounce shot, and we use that. So rather than do a shot, we just have a little bit of flavor from those in the sparkling water. So those are nice. Pro trucker right there, didn't need to do a super wide, yeah, nor back up. Oh, no, no, no. Backing up I would be surprised around here to see anyone need to back up. Those haven't been with me, Here's some kind of a, oops, doesn't always want to turn well, racetrack over here. You can't see it because that's the wind side and they're blocking the wind, and also people from the road from watching for free. For some reason, every 10 years of your life, you always end up writing something. You started a year early now in case we get raptured before your birthday next year. Onesimus, have you heard of the Sword and the Staff podcast? It's a really interesting podcast. I wonder if you might like it. One of the guys that's on the podcast used to be in the occult, and so a couple of their podcasts, they're talking about crypto creatures and multi-dimensions. Another one they're talked about possessions and things like that, and UFOs. So yeah, gonna put it in your notes. Yeah, I think you might enjoy that one. So it's Sword and the Staff. Can't remember the names of the people, but so they were talking about how there's convergence of things, and then where convergence of things are with crypto creatures, hauntings, UFO sightings, that they will, and there's another fourth thing, can't remember what it is. They kind of culminate in specific areas, which is really fascinating. Anyone got plans for the day? I get home, I gotta fix a bicycle tire that's flat on a bicycle I'm giving away. So you don't want to give it away with a flat tire. And then I'll be headed out to a baseball game. Oh, shoulder blades killing me. I have a spot where I had some pulled ribs on my upper spine. A couple years ago they got put back in place, but the muscles there are weak and regularly hurt when I ride for a long time. This Doge, crypto creature. Oops. You've been leaning to Les Feldick on spending a ton of hours on apologetics. Once you finish where this is, yeah, I get that. I will binge something new until I get caught up, and then I go back and catch up on all the episodes I've missed with the other things. Like, I mean, this is just me. I hate the just put out one episode a week and then take the summer off. It's like, I'm like, what am I supposed to listen to? Like, you're supposed to be, you know, like I can just sit and listen to hours and hours. Although I'm gonna get way behind because I normally listening to podcasts while I'm riding my bike. And while I'm now broadcasting riding, I ain't listening to any podcasts. So I don't know, I could have had like 5 episodes of podcasts done at triple speed today. Yeah, so I was trying to think of what one of the creatures was. It was the Mothman was one of the episodes they did. They talked about Mothman. And I can't remember, like if you go from one place to the next, like not far away, the creature is described as an owl instead of like the Mothman creature, but like all the things it does are pretty much the same. So like, that's fascinating. You're starting to love 1.15 speed. Yep. Well, it depends on what platform you're using. Some platforms are better than others at speeding up. And also, like, it took me probably 6 months to go to 1.7 speed. And then after I got past 2, I could ramp it up faster in listening. So it also depends on the speaker. Yeah, exactly. I find that female voices I have to do slower than male voices. Male voices, and maybe it's just they talk faster or slower, I don't know. There's some women I know talk faster that I listen to, so I can never listen to them on 3 speed. But I've got plenty of podcasts I listen to on 3, and a few every once in a while I try creeping up faster than 3 speed, but I can't really manage that one too often. Also find if I'm driving in the car, I can't quite manage 3 speed all the time, depending on traffic. The heavier the traffic, the slower I can listen. Must be the amount of attention I need to give the road. Doesn't let me listen faster. Yeah, Mothman, yep. And they even go visit the site location, I think, if I remember right. Oh, they also, the last episode I listened to was on Slender Man. If you're familiar with that. Listening to an auction at one point. Yeah. No, I don't know that I want to listen to an auction any faster. You are? Nuts you are, yes. Whew. Oh, you know what? They did not talk about the New Jersey Devil, I don't think. They might have mentioned it, but they didn't go into details entirely about it. But yeah, I think it got a mention, but their focus is more on Mothman and some other owl creature. But yeah, it did get a mention in passing. So maybe there'll be an episode where they dive into that further. I don't know. Well, what's interesting is they trace the history of where did Slender Man start, and I can't remember, like 2009 is where Slender Man got created. And Slender Man was entering into a photo contest for, like, I can't remember, it was Poltergeist or something along those lines, something crypto or whatever. And so some guy created it, did a little bit of background on it, and then it took off from there. Then it could more added onto it, and then you started to have events telling others that the Slender Man made them do it, which is super creepy. Yeah. Yeah, there was the movie game, and then there was the Peak, And then after, you know, some of the killings and stuff like that, I think people like, yeah, I'm not letting my little kids watch this. And not to say that it's not still something out there that people are connected with, but the popularity has certainly waned. Yeah, lanky Mario. Yeah, that's a funny image. I'm a Slendero. I am a demand. Lanky Mario. I'm a gonna win. Woo, we're off of the chipped. Oh, this is so much smoother to ride on. Less bumpy. My legs notice the freedom of the less friction. Oh. But then we got the hill at the end of this half mile. The Momo was her name? Okay. Kids being pressured to do wicked things by threats from that creature, yeah. Yeah, I remember there's at least 2 or 3 big profile cases. Can't remember if it was Wisconsin or Minnesota was one of the prominent ones. Like 7 and 8-year-old girl stabbing their friend like dozens of times. Similar? Okay. Similar to the Slender Man? Yeah. Yeah, so they talk about, and I can't remember what the term is, but like Eastern religions like Buddha and some others, I might have the wrong ones, have this belief that you can use your mind to manifest something into existence. And they talk about that and how, well, that doesn't, maybe not so much that, but maybe as you create lore for something and you believe in it, an evil spirit will manifest itself. That's one of the things they talk about a lot with these creatures is you're manifesting itself in the expectation of what people believe that they will see. Like the first known description of the gray alien is from Aleister Crowley in a trance-like state, talking to the spirit. But as soon as the craze for UFOs happens, everyone's describing the gray alien. So all right, we got a hill here. Major hill. We'll have a little incline later on, a little slope, but this is a hill. I really wish that it did justice to how daunting this feels looking at these hills. They're not mountains. I don't want to be pretending that I'm doing any mountain riding. Oh, that teaching infiltrated a few churches. Think or speak into existence preaching? Yes. Yeah, manifesting is certainly a prominent thing. Although they're usually thinking of manifesting like prosperity is usually the way they're doing things. And now while I will take the principle of God spoke and the power of words created things, and we are created in God's image, and therefore we can speak blessings and curses over people that are real, and we can bless people, and with the words of our mouth, when we say things, there's power. God still is the one doing things, so we're not manifesting. We're pronouncing, if that makes sense in some way. Oh my goodness, yes. I'll tell you what, I did a lot of RPGs back in the day. Try them out, see what they are. Cthulhu is the only one that ever freaked me out and I quit. Like, we played 2 or 3 times and I felt spiritual presence, and a not friendly spiritual presence. And I'm like, nope, I can't play this game. I'm out of here. I'm freaked out. I will not, will not participate. If you guys are fine, that's on you, but not, this is not for me. Woohoo! Yeah, we don't make it, God makes it. Exactly. So the same way that, let's just take the book of Acts, and when Peter and John say, neither gold nor silver I have, but what I have I will give you in the power, or in the name of Jesus Christ, get up and walk. They're making a pronouncement. The power of that pronouncement is fulfilled by God. Their belief in it carries it out. So, and a lot of what stuff looking at the worship of other gods, they're spiritual beings in some sense, but not truly God. Lesser beings who are created by God. Well, they must give you something if you are giving them worship. Otherwise, why would you give them worship? If there's not a exchange there, transaction of some kind. And then usually the hope is to try to control them and make them do what you want. But I think really they're the ones controlling you to make you think that. Crowley, Jack Parson, and Ron L. Hubbard, Bratsky, Alice Bailey, the Lucis Trust, etc. did so much damage to the spiritual culture, and you think most people are blind to it. Well, I'll agree, but I think there's other elements and things out there as well. Different current well, lack of unity within the body. I'll just say it that way. That we have a spirit that says, no, we're right, you're wrong, so we're going to divide from you. You're wrong, you're not doing it our way, so we won't associate with you. That can be nothing but Satan. And I don't care. People will say, but what about holiness? And what about getting things right? And I will say, the Holy Spirit's job is to do conviction, not my job. My job is to preach the gospel, to love my neighbor, which includes Christians who I disagree with. I don't get to disassociate with them. I don't see a passage that says that I get to neglect the body. Oh wait, it says that I can't say to the other part of the body, I don't need you. And that's what we're doing. But that's my big bias and pet peeve. So if you disagree with me, it's okay. I'm not going to end up changing much of anything with that. If you can't see it, there's a hawk that just took off from the telephone pole there, hovering on the right side. I got a truck coming, or I'd try to pan over there. Plus, he's probably just out of the top of the camera range if I pan it, so you wouldn't see it anyway. Woohoo! Ooh, that scrolled up really fast. All right, what was that last one? Wow, you both typed at the same time. Guess the hawk made a collect call. All right, I can't read that Romans passage. I'm getting bouncy here. Yep, keep your eye on those who cause dissension and stumbling contrary to the teaching. Yeah. Yeah, and then it's how do we interpret the causing dissension and correction and like the environment in which we live in. I have never had authority as a pastor that is anything resembling what the New Testament talks about. Nothing. No. Nothing like that. What could I do with the board of elders is address an issue with someone, try to address spiritual discipline, hope for restoration of someone who was doing something or harming someone else within the church, and oh wait, they leave, they get upset, they go somewhere else, or they go an end around and bring somebody else with more power and influence in the church. Ooh, dog's eating some bird. Feathers everywhere. So I have never had power and authority over people. I can shepherd them. That's what I have. I have care and leadership, but never power over. It's not happened. I can't keep people from the table. Well, it's got to be a group thing. So see, then it's not my power. So some churches may have more power, some pastors may have more power, but unless you are like the Pope or the Archbishop of Canterbury, I don't know what the Eastern Orthodox calls theirs, the authority does not reside in one person, and if someone else has power over you, then you don't have power. Now maybe Independent Baptist Church pastor might have that, or just independent. I'm not picking on Baptist. I just know they're more congregational in nature. So, woohoo! Sun's going behind the clouds. Temperatures dropped. It's a fun conversation for a Sunday morning. I do wonder at times, though, if the nature of having that kind of power of authority might be different if you were in a smaller house church kind of setting, where one or two people have that power, or if it's something at times where a founding pastor will create that kind of power. Yeah, it's chilly there too. Yeah, I started out, it was probably 50 degrees today. I think we were probably up to 60, but the sun is behind the clouds. It just dropped. Oh, I think it dropped about 15 degrees from what it feels like. And we do have a little wind. It was dead still this morning, but it's probably only about 6 miles an hour max, which we had 40-mile-an-hour gusts earlier this week, so this feels like nothing. All right, so we got about 2 miles, maybe? 2 miles? I'm trying to think how far it is. I'm never good at judging miles. It's no more than 2. And we'll be wrapping up the ride. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna take a little pit stop. Got a bunch of turkeys bunch of hens out there with their yearlings. So one of the things you can tell, the hens mostly have their heads up looking around, and the yearlings have their heads down eating. The two most mature hens are fully on guard. They heard me, they see me, they are not bothering to do anything but stay alert. The chicks are just busy looking for food. And then the other hens are like, yeah, you guys got it. You're on guard. We see that. So, all right. I had those come through my yard like, you know, all the time. All right, back on the road. I'm loving my gimbal here. I mean, they were close enough it was worth stopping, but I can pan left and right on here and show you what I'm showing. This is what I wanted to do for 3 years, at least 4 years, realistically, on my bike, on rides. It's like, as soon as I was on Twitch, this is what I wanted to do. Ride my bike and stream and show you animals and creation. That's what I want to do. So now I get to do it, figured out how to do it, and there's still signal problems. I know, I can't fix that. I only have so much cell signal, and I don't live in an area that's constantly 5G. And I live in a national forest, so the cell signal is often blocked. And I live next to the lake, so often it's dropping the signal and trying to connect on the other side of the lake. So I got massive issues of why you shouldn't stream here. And I'm gonna do it anyway. You just try and stop me. Driven by Faith, good to see you. Yeah, Onesimus, yeah. So I'm using IRL Pro, and it connects with Beta Box, I think. So it connects to the chat. So I'm logged into my chat. So it puts chat on the screen. So that's the only thing it's downloading. And then it's uploading my camera. And then I have that at home. So I'm not uploading from my phone. I am transmitting to my computer, and my computer is streaming. So that's how I'm able to actually do it, which is super cool. It'd be better if I had a better satellite link, or, I mean, there's really more expensive stuff I could get, which is like, nah, not unless I got 1,000 people watching me like Hitch. I cannot justify spending money to do any of that. So, all right, we'll have a little downhill. We will turn, and as we did yesterday, okay, take your bets, place your bets, everybody. Yesterday, we went past the speed trap. I'll just call it that. It's a sign that tells you how fast you're going. And yesterday, we hit 23 miles an hour. What do you think I'm gonna hit today? What do you think I'm gonna hit today? We've been biking for almost 3 hours. My legs are nice and warmed up. There's not much wind gonna be a problem. 21, 40. Well, if I hit 40, it will not tell me. And I could tell you I will not hit 40. On downhills, I think 35 is the max. 34, I think it's actually 34. 34 is the max I've ever hit on my bike. So it will not be 40. I'm not that fast. So this is just flats. Also, I guess if you think it's gonna be over 26, because it goes 25, maybe it does 27, I'm trying to remember. But otherwise, it just says slow down. So you could, anything over 27, you know, where it's just gonna be slow down. So I guess I will put you at slow down. is your bet there. So I don't know if you can see the car up ahead. That's what we got. I'm rolling into this. I still got one more gear. We hit the crossroad. I'll start to pick up speed and we'll see what we can do today. Oh, with that attitude, you're not. All right, here we go. It's on the right there. $21. We hit 20 on this of us, dude. You nailed it. You nailed it, dude. That's awesome. Ha ha. Hello, everybody. Now I bike with a helmet. I do not bike with a flat cap. I need to protect my head so I can keep wearing flat caps. Now I got the sun as a glare. I can't read the screen. I need a flat cap shaped helmet. I will. That'd be so cool. That would be so cool. It would probably be ugly as all get out. I did see someone with like a bright orange fluorescent hat that like there's no dome on the top. You just pull it down on your head so your head would be exposed, but you're just trying to get a brim for shade. And they put that on their helmet. That was not pretty. All right, we're at the end of our ride. Please keep your hands and feet in the vehicle until the vehicle comes to a complete stop, everybody. Thank you for riding along on dapper roadways. Woohoo! So yeah, full finger gloves. That's what I'm wearing. Keep myself warm. Take you off the gimbal. Let's turn the gimbal off. All right. What do we have here? Oh, okay. Plug that. Woohoo! Wear a top hat while riding. Like back when people had huge front wheels. That would be funny. This is really cool. Thank you. Thank you. I like I said, I've wanted to do this for a while. Oh, let me find out here. How far did we end up today? Stop. We did 30 miles today. We did 30 miles. Pretty pleased with the 30-mile ride. We will now go and find someone to raid out. Good show, old boy. Pip, pip, cheerio. Very nice. All right, might get fuzzy here. Doesn't like my basement. So if we get pixelation, that's why. Not quickly, so we don't have double mics. All right, so it should be 131, 131.7 it is. Thank you on that. Yes, need to do the mic switch. So, we got a podcast tomorrow. I think tomorrow's podcast is with Aki and Fam. So Aki and Fam tomorrow. Then the following Monday, Chino Mage, Lux Digital Church. The Monday after that, Papa Tsunami. And there might be a few others along the way. I'm still working out. A Friday, a Thursday. I don't ever want to do more than 2 in a week, but that's where we're at. Thanks for the heads up on the mic switch. I had it off so I don't end up with the double and the echo. So let's find someone to raid. I have no idea who's on Sunday. DJ Soto live. Rise of the Ducks. That's interesting. Oh, who else? I'm only sleeping. Okay. Wow, there is not much on at this time of day that I am following. I don't know, Rise of the Ducks. And I'm not in the mood for a conversation right now. I'm winded and don't want to sit and type. I need to go work on a bike. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to just raid over and you can watch the fish. Oh, is it not up? Let me look here a minute. Is it not streaming? Did it crash out? It crashed out. All right, well, we're not going to do that then. I'm not going to put you through that. We'll go over to DJ Soto, but no, we'll go to Ken Chiang. I say that's the thing. He's got 98 people. I feel like with going over so few people, that feels like a poor thing to do. Oh, let me go back. Who is this? I don't know who Sash plays. Well, let's just go over there. Happy Father's Day? What? It's not Father's Day. What's that about? All right, we'll go do some music. I don't really know him. So hopefully this is good, everybody. Thank you for being here. Let me give you a blessing before we go. May God's seeking comfort find you. May his loving arms bind you. May his might protect you. May his wisdom direct you. May the joyous love of Jesus Christ be with you and all those you know, both now and forevermore. Amen. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me. I appreciate you riding along with me. I enjoy showing you creation that I think is beautiful and sharing it with you, having you along for the ride, whether you're live, whether you're chatting, or whether you're watching the VODs. Love you, thank you, and I hope that it was a blessing to you and that you have a blessed day. Thank you, everybody. All right, now we'll start the raid.
To ReachConf 2020. You also know what it means to be a gamer. and you know what it means to try to share Jesus in that space. I mean, you're doing it. You're in the lobbies, you're on Discord, you're in game chats, you're trying to be encouraging in your live stream chat, you're trying to bring hope into that stream. You're praying for the person behind the handle. Gaming might be the medium, but discipleship is the true mission, and you feel like you're doing this by yourself. But imagine you weren't doing it alone. You've got backup. Imagine you were equipped and resourced and linked with others who know that discipleship can happen where you're at, where other players are gathering. Imagine that your passion is coordinated. You can have fun and be intentional on your streams. What if there was a summit built just for you, for digital missionaries in the gaming world? What if you were not just playing together, but you were actually building the kingdom together? That is DMCon, a digital space for gamers who disciple and disciples who game. If you've ever questioned whether games could be sacred ground, this is your confirmation. The digital spaces you inhabit can become communities of belonging, healing, and gospel transformation. Jesus is already in the game. Let's discover where together. You're not alone. Come and see who else is with you right now. Register for DMCon today.